At KVGC News Time, 7 minutes after the hour. Time for a look at the news. It's a Thursday, 27th day of September for 2018. In the news for today, the Amador School Board passed several measures intended to shore up support for the proposed school bond while facing a renewed deficit in the school system's budget. Meeting Wednesday night, the board passed a trio of items to address questions and concerns raised about the $78 million construction bond, which will appear before voters as Measure A come November. A subcommittee of the board will produce a priority list of building projects that the bond money would pay for if passed. Currently, there are some 200 different possible projects outlined in the bond's documentation. The board also voted to form two committees to help oversee the bond should it be approved. The first committee would oversee how the bond money would be spent. The second would give input, setting the priorities for construction projects over the length of the bond. The board also received negative news last night with regards to the school's budget. A report on the previous budget year, which ended in June, shows deficits at both school districts and County Office of Education. In 2017-18, the school district ran a deficit of $1.1 million and the Office of Education $800,000. The district has run a deficit in 5 of the last 7 years. These deficits have left the emergency funds depleted. The school district has only $140,000, while the Office of Education has just $503 left in reserves for economic uncertainties.
A suspect wanted in connection with a robbery torture incident over marijuana, extradited to Calaveras County from Arizona. According to the Calaveras Sheriff Office, the June 24th robbery of a U-Haul filled with marijuana from a location on French Gulch Road near Murphy's included torture-style attacks on multiple victims who were bound to chairs and robbed of other valuables. Now, following a multi-vehicle chase along Highway 12 near Valley Springs, 4 male suspects from Illinois, Roseville, and San Diego all arrested. 2 more reportedly escaped from one of the vehicles and eluded capture on foot. Now, 30-year-old Carlos Oshan Mercai of Phoenix, Arizona, who had been identified by case investigators as one of the 2 runaway suspects, arrived in Calaveras County Monday night and was booked into the Calaveras County Jail on charges of kidnapping for ransom, as well as to commit robbery, torture, carjacking, also assault on a person with a semi-automatic firearm. Arizona law authorities had picked him up on several related felony warrants, for which the bail totaled $5 million. The case remains under investigation.
And facing charges that include second-degree murder in the death of his young son, Tyler Nichols has accepted a plea deal, and his case will not go to trial. On August 2nd of 2016, Nichols, who was driving while intoxicated with his 4-year-old son Jace in the car, lost control of the vehicle and hit a tree on Rita Way near Pool Station Road. The 4-year-old passenger sustained major injuries in the collision and was later pronounced dead at the hospital. California Highway Patrol originally arrested Nichols for vehicular manslaughter, but the Calaveras County District Attorney later changed the charges to second-degree murder. He was additionally charged with 6 other allegations, including solicitation of someone else to blow into an ignition interlock device. Nichols had a previous drunk driving conviction from Amador County and had an ignition interlock device installed on his vehicle. He allegedly had someone who had not been drinking blow into that device so he could drive his vehicle. Nichols recently pled no contest to second-degree murder with 2 special enhancements for committing a violent felony with prior imprisonment for a felony violation within the last 5 years. A sentencing hearing will take place on November 9th in Calaveras Superior Court.
And CHP has released more info regarding Tuesday's tractor-trailer rollover on 88 east of Columbia Drive. According to Highway Patrol, Robert Jones of Los Banos, traveling west on 88 east of Columbia in a 2015 Freightliner trailer-tractor combo loaded with cattle. Now, as Jones was attempting a downhill left curve, he allowed the right tires of the vehicle to leave the road. As a result, the tractor-trailer overturned onto its right side. Now, the vehicle loaded with approximately 80 head of cattle blocked the westbound lane of 88. With the assistance of local ranchers, authorities able to secure and remove the cattle. Amador County Animal Control and local veterinarians responded to assist. Caltrans detoured traffic after closing both lanes of Highway 88 to clear the road and remove the cattle. Over the course of several hours, the ranchers and veterinarians worked together to safely remove as many cattle as possible. CAL FIRE and Amador Fire Protection assisted in that action. Now, once the cattle were removed, equipment was brought in to remove the tractor and trailer. The highway was reopened around 10:30.
And Amador Fire Protection District is pleased to announce the appointment of Walter White to Fire Chief of the district following the retirement of Fire Chief Dave Bellarive. Bellarive was a critical part of the Amador Fire Protection District's quick and very successful growth from a primarily volunteer organization to a combination department. Now, with the retirement of Chief Bellarive, Amador Fire Protection District welcomes Chief White. White served as fire chief for the city of Sacramento and was a member of the California Task Force 7 and served as the Western Regional Representative for FEMA's Urban Search and Rescue Program at the federal level. Chief White retired from the Sacramento Fire Department in March of 2018 and is looking forward to becoming a part of the Amador community.
And the Calaveras County Arts Council and Tri-Dam Lions Club have joined forces to host the second annual Night at the USO. The event will feature big band tunes by Blow Daddy, dinner, dessert auction, and drawings. Night at the USO will take place this Saturday, 5 to 10 p.m. at the San Andreas Town Hall. Tickets are $30 a person or $50 a couple in advance. Tickets purchased online will be held at the door. For more info, call the Calaveras Arts Council at 754-1774 or visit them online, calaverasarts.org.
And Dignity Health will be hosting the 20th Annual Fall Family Health Fair this coming Saturday from 7 to noon. Now, admission is free. There will be dozens of community health groups in attendance. For only $45, you can get a blood draw analysis. Also available that day, bone density tests and adult flu shots. For more details, visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org. And that's a look at local news on a Gold Country Thursday morning. From the KVGC News Center,
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. Remember, for the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, always visit our website, kvgcradio.com.